John Hahn hasn't quite made a flying start, but his fledgling European Tour career is going well. That after competing last year in the quintessential American event.
I saw guys in the past that had qualified for US Opens and it really sort of launched their career in a way. And I look back and that was the turning point of my career. After that week I played really well, got through Q school and got my card. So that was just a great experience to be there, and it gave me confidence to know that I could compete with the best players in the world.
John maintains the recent influx of Americans on this side of the pond is partly down to the fact that a pro can't now earn PGA Tour status through their qualifying school.
You definitely take away the PGA Tour incentive. Guys aren't necessarily going to stop going to the tour school, but they're going to look other places. I think at the end of the day, if you play mini tours in the US, it's not going to get you anywhere. So I think you want to travel and try to experience the world, and really any certain way that can get you into the European Tour or PGA Tour, any avenue that you can take to get there is what guys are going to start to do.
The obvious flag bearers in this migration and big influences on John have been Brooks Koepka and Peter Uihlein, whose father Wally operates the company that employs Hahn's dad.
You look at Peter and Brooks, what they've done. And so when my dad and I were talking about going to tour school, obviously I was going to do web.com tour school. And at the last minute, he brought up, hey, what about European Tour School? And he had talked to Wally about it, and Wally thought it was a great idea. And he basically had always told us in college, John, why don't you think about the European Tour? Think about going over to Europe and playing. And I sort of shunned it for a while, and then I opened my eyes to it, and it's been the best thing, the best decision I've made in my professional career was to come over here.
But before stamping his passport, Hahn needed to negotiate 3 grueling stages of the Q School, surviving a total of 16 rounds against ravenously hungry rivals.
Anytime you go through Q school, it's tough because you don't have job security for me. But at the same time, I looked at it like everywhere I went was a great opportunity and a great experience. Going to Germany, going to Spain, it was almost, I got so much out of being, away from the golf course and getting to experience the culture that the golf was sort of, it was just existing, it was just there. It was like, oh, I have to go to the golf course and play, but I'm so excited to see the country that I'm in and get to experience the food and the local customs that my mind was just in a perfect place going through tour school. It couldn't have been any easier.
Now a European Tour rookie, Hahn's already recorded 2 top 10 finishes, including tied 3rd in the Africa Open, all the time broadening his mind.
Being 24 and being in the US, and really I'd been outside of the country one time, I was pretty naive to the world and what it had to offer. I think in America we have unfortunate predispositions and judgments about people that we know nothing about. I think we're afraid of them, and that's just due to the lack of knowledge that we have. I think it would be a waste to go to different countries around the world and really not get to experience the local customs and cultures. My caddy and I do that a lot. Everywhere we go, we try to really take part in the local cuisine and really see the locals and just kind of dive in. My first 3 events in Africa and Hong Kong were great. Got to see places I had never seen before in my life, and this is almost surreal right now. I never in my entire life would have thought I'd be in Qatar, taking part in the traditions. Well, he was flapping on my arm. I felt like it was an earthquake, so it was quite an experience. I've never done that before in my life.
Yes, we caught up with a man from Columbus, Ohio during the Middle East swing, where his lofty target for the season was firmly implanted.
I'd love to be Rookie of the Year. I think it'd be a great accomplishment. Peter did it last year, and I think it's something I could definitely achieve.
That's the grandson of former Major League Baseball player Babe Hahn, firm in the belief he can rock the European Tour.